Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you the Odd Count Peyote Stitch and one tricky technique that often confuses beginners. To make everything easy to see, I will use pink bead and I will work with black thread to create contrast. First, thread your needle and leave a small tail. Now pick up an odd number of beads. In my case, I will pick up 7 beads. Slide the beads down and hold the thread with your finger. Now we can start weaving. This step actually forms both the first and the second rows at the same time. Pick up one bead, skip one bead and pass through the next bead. Pull the thread gently. This is how the first section looks. Again, pick up one bead, skip one bead and go through the next bead. Adjust the beads so they sit nicely and form the correct pattern. Repeat the same step again. Pick up one bead, skip one bead and pass through the next bead. Now we are at the end and we have one bead left. Take one bead. Then pass the needle from the top through the last remaining bead and continue through the next bead along the left edge, or simply follow the steps shown in the video. Pull the thread and adjust the beads so the pattern lines up again. To continue weaving, remove the thread into the working position. Pass through the neighboring bead and come out through the first bead, or simply follow the steps shown in the video. Now we can continue weaving normally. From this point on, we always go through the raised beads. Pick up one bead and stitch through the next raised bead. This allows the pattern to grow and the beads will line up neatly in rows. Now we need to move the thread back up. Stitch back through about 3 beads. As you weave, keep the thread tension even, not too tight and not too loose, so the beads sit neatly in place. Now let's talk about the first tricky moment. When we reach the edge, we need to add a bead to continue the row. Pick up one bead and pass through the next 2 beads. You can do this in 2 steps if it's easier. First pass through one bead, then through the next one, or you can pass through both beads at once. Now we need to add the first bead of the next row. To do this, pick up one bead and pass through the next bead beside it. Now we need to bring the thread back into the working position by passing the needle between the neighboring beads. Use only the first 2 rows to move the thread. This will keep the rows looking much neater than going through 3 or 4 rows. Continue weaving in the same way until you reach the desired length. If you enjoyed this video, you can also watch my Even Count Peyote tutorial. The link is on the screen. Subscribe to the channel and discover more beading techniques and creative projects. And check out more beading techniques and tutorials here on the channel.